Good grief, he's at it again. If you were with me last time, we saw the same excavator guy. He was demoing another property, another house that had burned down. Do you remember? This is a different one. Boom! He picks up those real big ones and then he tries to break them so that they're small enough to load up into a truck. See all that? There's all kinds of rebar in there. And I was watching him the other day, and literally 2.5 hours, all of the concrete footings and little stem walls that came down here, along here, on the back of the house, and some other main footing runners. He jerked all those out of there and had a big old, you know, had this big pile here. And so now he's just messing around now. He's moving that stuff there, piling it up over there, so that then the last thing he can do is pull this section of wall down right there. That's why he's piling that up over there. He's got a little concrete slab underneath there, and then that, and see where he's at along here. All that. See, he always has a little. He always has kind of a game plan whenever he gets ready to demo something. See, there's a little section of wall over there too. He's still got to rip down. See there? And he'll get all that today. And he'll have it all piled up, ready for the trucks. This guy's good. He's only, I talked to the grandfather, and this kid is his grandson. 24 years old, that's all he is. We're just gonna sit here a little bit, watch him move this. See, it's not gonna take him long to get the rest of this little bit of concrete out of here. And this house was different. This house did not have a concrete slab all the way down here. Remember the other house, this was all concrete slab down here. It just depends how they build houses and how they design them and all that kind of stuff. I think the owners this next time, I think they're going to design a house where the first floor is just the main floor and there's no upstairs from there, and then they're going to walk down to the second floor, a walkout kind of say. And this time it's going to be a concrete subfloor. I'm pretty sure that's what they're planning on doing. Well, that'll be interesting in itself, and hopefully I'll be around some of the time to come out here and watch them, you know, dig the footings, form the footings, pour the concrete, you know, all that kind of good stuff. We'll see. I think they're gonna wait a little bit. They're still designing the home, and they're still waiting for the insurance company to give them a buyout, like if they were to just walk away. I don't know why it's been over a month since their house burned down, and their insurance company has still has not given them a cost of, hey, if you don't rebuild your house, here's the amount of money we'll give you. I don't know why that is, and so I've encouraged the owners of this house, hey, don't make a commitment on rebuilding a new house with anybody until you hear back from your insurance company. Because if it's the right amount of money for them to walk away, they said they would do it. And then they would just leave this as a vacant lot, sell the lot, take the money, and hasta la vista, baby. So it's still a little bit up in the air. In the meanwhile, they've already contacted a contractor. Ooh, look at that. See, there's a big concrete slab there now. He's going to try to take that big piece there and use it as a battering ram. So they've talked, in the meanwhile, they've talked to a contractor who's working up a cost and a design for a house that they like, and kind of punch the numbers and give them a quote. And before they say yes to that quote, they're hoping they've got to hear back from their insurance company. Oh, now what's he doing? Oh, is he gonna come down the hill? I don't know. I think he might be coming down the hill. We'll see. Cause see, I'll bet you he comes down the hill now. Now that he's got most of that stuff moved, he's gonna come down here and maybe pull this out from here. I don't know. Here he comes. I think he's coming down. I keep thinking I'm far enough away in case he tips over. I don't think he'll tip over. He's a pretty good driver. Look at that. See, he uses his arm out here in front to make sure that he doesn't tip over forward or anything like that. There he goes. Look at him go. He's just having fun. Man, I should have my gloves on. See my hands are red, kinda? That's because it's cold out here. It's below 32 degrees, so it's below freezing right now. I should run in and get my gloves. Find them in the car, maybe. Now he's digging that dirt there. Just to give him a flat area. I should maybe I'll go in right now. Go and see if I can't find my gloves. Come back. Come back in a few minutes. Stick around. I got more to show you. If you're liking this, let me know. Now here's something else. I was talking to the guy about the main subcontractor who was out here. He owns the little mini excavator here, and one of these little bobcats. He owns one of the little bobcats too. But I was saying, does he own this big excavator? And the main contract, no. He said, you know how much those cost? Those cost like $250,000 approximately. And he said around here you can rent them for, guess how much per week to rent one of those. I was kind of shocked because I thought it was going to be about that much per day. I was just guessing. And he said $2,800 he could rent that for a whole week. Can you believe that? That to me sounds cheap. $2,800 to rent that? And because especially if it broke down, or if one of the teeth come off, or the arm stops working or something, somebody comes out here and fixes it for you, that's included in your rental. And that includes for them to drop it off and to pick it up. $2,800 a week. That's way better than having to buy one of those and storing it. And I mean, you'd have to have jobs every single day in order to make that worth your while. Oh my goodness, let alone storing it, hauling it with a big old huge truck, all that kind of stuff. So $2,800 is a deal. Okay, well, I think that's all I have for now. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. I gotta get to work.